Okay, so two classic little old-timey tunes. First was Shady Grove in A minor, and the second was Little Sadie in D minor. All right, so let's go over them. They're fairly straightforward. So here's Shady Grove, and you can start it out if you want. This is kind of typical fiddle trick. You play the 7th fret on the D string and you play that with the A, so you get a unison. So it's this down, 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 and then 2nd fret A, open A to 5th fret D. Now you're on a G chord. You can strum the G chord or just go get the low G note, or don't do anything, but just to know you're on a G chord is important. A minor, G, and we're back to A minor. So that's the, again, 7th fret of the D, and then 3rd fret A, 5th fret A, to 7th fret. Now we've got a unison with the high E. Okay. Then, so what I'm doing there is getting the 3rd fret on the 1st string. And you can get that A note, open A note with it. And if you want to get 3 strings, add the 2nd fret of the D. That's an E note. And then back to the, so now we're back on a G chord, 5th fret D, 2nd fret D, what am I saying? 5th fret A, 2nd fret A, 5th fret D. Or you can go, you can add that open A in there. So it's, I'll get it right one of these times. Okay. All right, and that's your last phrase. 5th fret D, open A, 2nd fret A, open, back to 5th fret D, and that's your A minor. You can play the A minor sort of as a modal, which is just the 2nd fret on the G and the D. If you want to add the 5th fret on the low G string, you'll get more of a slightly fuller chord. So one more time slowly on that. As you can see, I've probably played it 4 different ways, but they all work. All right, and then now we're going to D minor, and we're playing Little Sadie. Same trick, but now we're on the D string. So D string, 7th fret, unison with the A, 3rd fret A, and then open 5th, 3rd on the D to open D. Last night, take a little round. Now you're on a C chord. So the melody note is the 2nd fret of the D string, and then D open. I'm sorry, D 2nd open, 5th fret G. Now there I'm playing an A minor. You can do any number of chords, but right there you can do. Some people play an F, but I play an A minor. So it's again from the beginning. So unison with the A on the D string, 3rd fret, open A, 5th fret D, 3rd fret D, open. Now the C chord, 2nd fret D, 5th fret, and then so there I'm sort of barring the G and the D on the 2nd fret and hammering on to the 5th fret of the low G. If you can't do the bar, just go. So 2nd to 5th, and again, 2nd, 5, 5, then open A. So that's open A, 3rd fret A, open A, 3rd fret D, 5th fret D. Sorry for all the mistakes today. So A, 3rd fret A, 5th fret D, 3rd fret D, and then so that's open D, 5th fret G, back to the D. Now the cool thing about this is you can play either song in either key. So if I wanted to take this from the D minor and put it in A minor, I would just move everything down a string towards the floor. Same fingering, everything's just moved down, or higher strings, so moved up pitch-wise, but down location-wise. And the same thing with if you want to do Shady Grove in D minor, instead of starting here, you'd start on the low G string unison with the D. Okay, that's one of the great things about the mandolin.